Fuck it, dude. This better be good, chat. I don't know. This might be 2K content for me to enjoy. You know, I don't know. We're gonna see. You gotta understand. I have a very particular taste, chat. I don't know if you know. I get triggered. I get triggered by things. There's very few. I get triggered easily. So I'm gonna hope I don't get triggered. He's from NZ? Wait, he's an NZer?
Inhale. I can finally breathe again. It must be over. Scanning for traces of human life. 5G scanners activate. Nothing detected. The species Homo sapien is extinct. It's time to fulfill my purpose. Executing Operation Ice to Sea.
In 5, 4, 3, residents must vacate immediately.
Welcome back. Let me brief you on how the world ended.
Okay.
Actually, the details are a bit foggy, but it's believed that Batman was eating soup with his hands at a Chinese restaurant when someone coughed on
To be fair, it does kind of sound Kiwi. You kind of are right. There's a chance he is actually Kiwi and you guys aren't full of shit.
January 2020. The virus is spreading across the globe.
There's a
All right, now
chance.
everyone just pops over dead and we win. Sweet.
And everyone was amped to start panicking. Oh my god. The Varus TM is everywhere. In your country, in your homes, in your cereal. Better not touch that door handle. Better not touch your face. Don't touch me. Breathe somewhere else, Vector. People said, oh, I suppose it is kind of cute though. No, I must resist. Guys, does anyone else feel like the air in here is kind of chunky? How do I take my white cell count? These ones all look red. You get the idea. So naturally, rumors started to spread. And the first one was about toilet paper.
That's the Karen.
I heard that here in Australia, 90% of our toilet paper is produced in China. Maybe that means there'll be no new stock.
Which is fake news,
So
obviously.
the public went out to grab an extra pack.
It's fake news.
Then the news stories started coming in about the lockdown. Fears realized. So they grabbed 2 packs. No one knew how long the lockdown would last either.
Self-fulfilling
Better grab
prophecy.
4 just in case. And everyone had that same concern. Within the week, stocks on shelves were getting noticeably low. And from there, it was self-perpetuating. Bathroom paper was suddenly the hottest commodity in town. Petrol stations, corner stores, major chain supermarkets, everybody was out. Then, of course, photos shared on social media and broadcast on television of empty shelves just amplified the hysteria again.
I just want 1 pack.
To which the media said, don't buy it. But also, it is running out, but don't stock up. But who knows when new stock is coming, but don't you hoard. But it may be many weeks
Just get a bidet. Honestly, just this whole thing is cringe. Just get a bidet.
before you can get more. The messaging to the public was a little mixed.
You're saying to the nation this morning, Ali, stay calm, don't go and do it.
Race out there and get it so that you're not...
Then, as stock completely depleted, people were becoming desperate.
Every store I go to, every day, every city, and every hour of every day, you're gonna find completely empty shelves.
Fights broke out between those who had none and those who had too much. It was chaos in the aisles.
Round 1. Fight.
The Australian toilet roll crisis had reached critical mass. People were threatening to shit in the store, and someone even pulled a knife.
Is a knife.
Jesus Christ.
Enough.
The CEO of Australia came out and said,
It's been one of the most disappointing things I've seen in Australian behaviour in response to this crisis.
but that scolding did little to quell the frenzy. So, the media published articles informing people that actually this is all fake news, and 60% of Australia's toilet paper is produced domestically.
New Zealand is similar.
But that also didn't quell the frenzy. So, supermarkets enacted a 1-pack per person rule. But frenzies cannot be quelled. And so that's when the price online soared. Amazon, eBay, Gumtree, toilet paper was everywhere. First for double the price.
I wonder how many
then
millionaires
tripled.
this created.
Then things just went wild. 10-pack, single rolls, a few pieces of 3-ply, all for crazy prices. People went from selling it by the pack to selling it by the gram.
This is fake news, right? This is fake. Like these screenshots are totally non-validated. Like there's no way that someone's buying a pack of TP for $1,000. I'm afraid to say there's no way. You can literally there's leaves everywhere in New Zealand. Like I can go outside. They're called the nature's toilet paper leaf. I believe they're called some sort of dock leaf. You literally just go out. You don't need to spend $1,000 to like you. It's fake. No one purchased toilet paper for $1,000. Nobody.
Number 2, Lord.
And the rest of us who couldn't afford it had to get creative.
Again, all viral images.
But fear not, citizen. Here come the heroes. One of Australia's state newspapers swooped in with a special edition to save the day. It featured 8 blank pages at the back, just in case. By the way, this was
That's
after
toxic.
an Australian family had accidentally made a massive online order. They thought they were getting 48 rolls. Wrong. They were getting 48 boxes. And soon they had become the de facto royalty of Australia. They built a throne with the boxes and sat aloft it.
I found the crown of
Australia.
in the gutter, he said, and I picked it up.
But for the rest of us common folk, thievery was the only answer. We began stealing from public toilets. We began stealing from work.
A new survey has found 1 in 3 Aussies has stolen toilet paper from work to use at home.
Some started stealing from hotels, stealing from cars, stealing from the blind. Even animals were stealing. Some pretty good memes, though. And just as some relief was coming, oh, thank God, a new shipment.
Oh my
But that
god.
truck burned down.
Fire crews rescued what rolls they could. The rest left charred and soggy.
That's sad.
Fascinatingly, a problem which began in and was specific to Australia was soon spreading to the rest of the world, despite the circumstances being completely different. In fact, stats time. In most countries, the majority of toilet paper is actually produced locally. Toilet paper is cheap but bulky, meaning it's expensive to ship relative to its retail value.
Yep.
So domestic producers are often able to manufacture at a cost lower than their international competitors. TLDR, unless the factories in your country shut down, there isn't going to be a shortage. But shut up and panic.
No.
And so toilet paper became a highly profitable business. And that's when organized criminal gangs moved in. Armed robbers in Hong Kong held a delivery driver at knife point and got away with around 600 rolls.
There's no way.
18,000 pounds of toilet paper was stolen from this lorry.
Okay.
And this, and this, and this, and many more. But it's time to move on. After about 4 weeks with consumption steady and everyone only
How much
having
can
one
you
after
really
one,
resell it
and
for?
supply increasing to compensate, toilet paper returned to shelves. The balance was restoring. The shops were healing. Which meant it was time to panic about something else.
$10 a roll. Wait, $10 a roll for 600 rolls. Alright, quick maths. Hey Google, what's 10 times 600?
10 by 600 is 6,000.
You could steal so much more shit that's worth more than $6,000. Like go steal a few audio systems from like one guy's house, like or something, like I'd say, really you're gonna do an armed robbery on TP, on TP, like I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. That seems like a low IQ robbery to me. When in reality, TP's like, how long has modern TP been around for? Like, TP's totally not necessary. It's just not necessary. TP is, it's... You don't even need TP.
5G time. So you think it's a virus? That's cute. Let me fill you in on the scoop, rookie. See that tower over there? Now look at this. Coincidence? 5 Gs, 5 fingers, 5 sides
What
to
the
a pentagram.
fuck? Oh, fuck.
PlayStation 5. Awful lot of coincidences lining up, wouldn't you say? And social media agreed. With
dog
these
agreed.
indisputable facts such as, I have headache, it was only inevitable that the word would spread like a wildfire. It was time for the 5G squad to leap into action. 5G squad! Gwyneth Paltrow, that lady from that movie, Alien. People began protesting the 5G towers.
Save lives!
Why?
Save lives!
What?
And the destruction was extensive. I had no idea really until I started digging, but in the UK, over 50 towers were vandalized or set ablaze in a single month. Reported by
That's
April,
fucked.
39 servicing engineers had been attacked on the job.
You know, when they turn this on, it's going to kill everyone, and that's why they're building the hospitals.
In North Carolina, one woman just started opening fire on a couple of technicians.
There were 2 workers up on the tower when the shots rang out. A 3rd worker on the ground ran up into this area, and that's where he called for help.
The two men were...
If you genuinely believe that they're killing people and they're going to kill lots of people, I guess it kind of makes logical sense. I mean, you have to be absolutely batshit crazy and completely misinformed, but I mean, if you genuinely believe that, that's a rational thing to do. Like, I'm a hero, I'm going to shoot these fucking workers at the tower, right? Like...
Okay, but when police came, she armed herself with 2 axes and barricaded herself in her home.
Did you shoot at a cell tower worker, ma'am?
She's out on bond and she's had the weapons confiscated.
New 5G.
Holy fuck, she could have killed someone!
In
She could've
Auckland,
killed
New
someone.
Zealand, at least a dozen 5Gs have been vandalized or set ablaze.
Mysterious fires have hit 15 cell towers in the last 6 weeks.
In the Netherlands, 16. Reports of more in Ireland, Cyprus, and
I
Belgium.
didn't think about that cooked here.
Counter-terrorist police are getting involved in Australia, and 7 cell tower fires in Montreal, Canada. Although, one big problem. How do you tell 5G from the regular Gs?
You strap yourself in and feel the G's!
Well, it's not actually that easy for the untrained eye. Most of the destroyed towers were actually just regular ones, carrying essential 2 to 4G network infrastructure, causing outages for emergency service.
Aren't the 5G ones like lots of little stations set up? Like, don't they have to be close proximity because they have to fire a beam that's quite targeted at the device? So there are actually lots of little fucking things distributed like over... Yeah.
And the public. Naturally, YouTube and Facebook started cracking down on the 5G conspiracy
Oh my
groups
God.
and banning everyone. And the movement has gone somewhat.
Yeah, shoot, that's what it does, Chad. It has to it uses like GPS location and shit to figure out where to aim to aim it. It's some fucking low latency connection. It's nuts. Who cares? It's poggers. Yeah, it's poggers, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're in on it. Alongside false causes came false cures. No vaccine yet? No problem. Here's a list of placebos that'll get you patched up. High-dose infusions of vitamin C, silver solution, touching your TV, kissing a shrine, spiritual vaccines, plant sat in the eye, special mattress, cow urine, cow dung, camel urine, a cotton ball soaked in violet oil in the anus, miracle mineral solution, drinking fish tank cleaner, eating fruit that looks like
enemas.
TheVarus, treatment packs, toothpaste, the Biocharger NG subtle energy platform TM, vegetarianism,
Bleach enemas, they're a
shutout
thing.
protection pendants, healthy living, radionics machine, schwang stringlang ganglion, injecting house cleaner, hand cream, garlic, banunus, alcohol, water, ginger, lemon, mangoes, durian, onions. It's everything. Everything and anything is apparently a cure. But who needs cures? I've got something better. Add time. Soon. Soon we will be together.
They are ready for you, Mr. VPN.
Welcome back.
No.
Today we're looking at NordVPN.
Oh no.
Gather round, everyone. Here's my girlfriend. Well, a friend. She's my girlfriend, but I'm not her boyfriend. It's complicated. Point is, she doesn't use NordVPN. If she did, she could access
It's unethical for
international
me to not
catalogs from her
watch it.
favorite
I have to
streaming
watch it,
services. Oh shit, get down.
You watch these ads, Chad. Watch these ads. I'm just like,
Now let's pretend that this window is her computer security. Look how easily I can just snatch up all their data. Ho, jackpot. If she had used NordVPN, we wouldn't be looking at all this personal photos. Hey, look at this one. Oh shit, we're busted. Everyone, cheese it.
I have to watch too. Is it still going? Oh my god, it's still going!
Nice. Now imagine this was you. And imagine this was a 3-year plan with 70% off was a 3 extra month.
He won't stop. I need to buy tickets and leave the country. Oh no. No, not again.
Public Wi-Fi isn't safe. Encrypt your browsing with your VPN.
Taxi.
That's where I can see from her browsing history that she is going to Japan.
Finally. Some peace. There's no way he can find me here in Japan.
Really? An Airbnb's Wi-Fi? Don't you know how dangerous that is? Also, there's access to international content.
How did he find me? No. They're biting me. Help.
ああ、スネークピット。ノール VPN でデータを保護する。
This wouldn't have happened if you would use NordVPN.
これは起こりませんでした。
The lockdown had some interesting carryovers on the agricultural sector. Let's talk about the sexy topic of food supply. You can roughly break goods into 2 categories: commercial and retail. With all the restaurants and a ton of manufacturing shut down, the commercial side came to a grinding halt. Half of the stock had nowhere to go. Maybe we could just send it to the supermarkets. No can do. You have to repackage, process, and deliver all of that stuff before the new expiration date and with a limited workforce. Then you'd have to get the supermarkets to agree to take all that extra stock. And meanwhile, people aren't going to simply buy twice as many groceries, so either it rots on the shelves or the price drops below cost. What's the point?
Woohoo! Cheap meat!
So there's a big surplus. The supply chain had broken. By week 1 of the lockdown, farmers all around the country are looking at their billions of dollars.
You sell it for $1. You sell it, just do it real cheap. You just do it cheap, it's very marginal profit, just enough to break even and make a tiny little bit. That's what you do.
Of quickly expiring crop with no one to take it from them. And they know that by next week, they'll have double that amount. Sandra, how many eggs do we eat a week? I don't know, probably 10? Why? That means our leftovers are going to be about 750,000 eggs. Well, I don't want 750,000 chickens. I guess there's only one thing to do. So the farmers began neutralizing their crops.
Target neutralized.
It was a slaughter.
Oh, my cabbages!
Millions of pounds of onions were buried alive in Idaho. Farmers stopped making grain and started making donuts. Donuts on their tractors all over the field, turning everything to compost. Cabbages were being ravaged. The potatoes weren't being atoed.
Oh my god, that's so many potatoes!
I have potato blood in my
That is insane!
Squash were being compressed. The dairy farmers of America estimated that 3.7 million gallons of milk were being dumped every day.
Oh my god, the milk! I need milk!
But once the farmers had destroyed their crops, of course, they had to immediately plant new ones, because demand could come back and you wouldn't want to get caught a whole crop cycle behind the market. So the cycle would repeat and repeat and repeat until everything returned to normal.
I mean, really, if you're just growing some shit and then you're using it to fertilize the new shit, are you losing shit? Like, I mean, the milk thing, just tipping out milk, that seems wasteful. And then obviously killing animals and then just wasting the meat, that seems wasteful. But like the crops, you get a lot of water, I guess you got some fertilizer and some some pesticides and shit. I mean, really, it's like how much are they really losing? Just plant some more. Just plant some more, you know?
Zoom.
Just plant some
So
more.
everyone was locked in their houses. But work, school, and life had to carry on.
What's 9 plus 10?
And that's where Zoom came in. Simple to use, able to host up to 100 people per meeting. Millions moved over to Zoom and it skyrocketed to #1 in the App Store. Companies and educational institutions all jumped on the Zoom train too. Why not? It was so easy. All you needed was the room key. Even the boomers could use it. Can you see my dog? TV. Look, I can change the background.
Oh my god, did he fall?
These are some of my friends from high school.
Okay. Okay, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday.
But many weren't used to.
But wait, why? What I want to know is how did Skype, the shit which gets forced on your computer, which is supposed to do exactly what Zoom does, how come everyone didn't just use Skype? Why did everyone use Zoom? What did Skype, is Skype that dog shit? Is Skype that dog shit? Like that, then no one used it when it's like literally forced on your computer whenever you install like fucking. It's like Microsoft Edge. It's the same thing. Like it's like no one uses it. It's just dog shit. Like what are they doing? What is Microsoft doing?
To having a camera pointed at them for long periods. Some even forgot they were being watched.
Very high standards and like.
Or didn't know that the camera had turned on at all.
Oh, your video is on.
And then someone had a brilliant idea. What if I just published this room key online?
Let them know.
Dude, I've been in this thing for a while. No one said anything.
Hi, Mr. Knob. Are you joining us? Do you have a breastfeeding question?
Am I bugging or is fucking Mary dead right now, bro?
Wait, who posts the key? Oh, I see. So someone does a public key. So they know they're doing a public key, and then random people join in. Like, so then you snipe their key, and then you join in.
It's good to see you again.
And what if I gave it to one of my favorite online creators? Perhaps some of the greatest live stream content to ever grace this humble platform. Take out your number 2 pencils. It's time to learn.
Who is this?
I am Ashashamya from Wuhan University.
Too mad. Who let you in?
Hey guys, this is Chris.
Hey guys, this is Joe Nuts.
Are you in my class?
Yes, I am transfer student from Onyengun Village.
A transfer student from, where do you say?
From Onyengun Village. So what are we learning today? Does anyone want to tell me I come to class late? And no one wants to tell me why? Why? Tell me reason.
Okay.
You're in the wrong section there, brother.
What is that garb he's wearing?
I'm part of Zoom. I'm an employee of Zoom.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna have to press Alt and F4 at the same time on your keyboard to fix your room because it's currently public.
I don't do that. You guys are going to start the next revolution in America. We hope. I mean, we can definitely use one.
Revolution. I like the sound of that.
How do you get them out?
It was Hunter. Hunter let me in. Hunter, why did you do this? Yes, it was. Don't nod your, don't do that with your head. No, you did.
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I'm on your dead and you let me through the gate.
Who the heck is it? Oh my god, what the?
I don't think there is a realistic way where they could do anything about it.
What's 2 plus 4?
2 plus.
1 and 1.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up this thoughts about Natalie's story.
What
is going on?
History class.
Okay, this is like okay. This is.
He's lost an election twice. He's
like so confused. He saw the cock and he was like, "What?"
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about it now. Okay. So, you guys can open up. I'll give you a minute or two to open up. Robert, take that off your screen.
Robert's gonna get some trouble.
Jesus
Robert's
Christ.
probably in his room right now, just fucking freaking out. It's like, it's not me. I'm Robert, baby. Robert, how could you?
But then they had a whole bunch of controversies, and a number of schools and companies stopped using the platform.
RIP.
Even though the stock price keeps going up.
Okay. He's got some nice titties. Let me tell you that now. That guy's some nice. The 2 mad guy, he's got some nice
With people locked
titties.
in their homes, nature was allowed to return to the
I'm just putting
unoccupied
that out there.
streets. The healing had begun.
Real happy world.
The Dalai
Satellite
Lama.
imagery showed pollution levels dropping everywhere. The canals of Venice were changing from their usual feculent brown to a vibrant blue, as boats were docked and silt could resettle.
Did you hear this woke take? Did you hear this woke take, chat, about the literally the amount of pollution that stopped being produced, like more than offset and cancelled out in terms of human life years like killed from the pollution, the like outweighed. Like, they reckon more life is potentially saved than people actually died. If you were to, like, stick a fucking newborn baby right next to a 5G tower, just sit next to it, and leave the newborn baby there for months, like, it would eventually get brain cancer or something. Yo! Dude! I'm saying we didn't know. You clipped that out of context. I'm saying we don't know because no one's tested it, bro. No one just tested it. What happens if you put a newborn baby right into a 5G tower that's constantly shooting at a fucking hyper-specific beam, which actually does slightly raise the heat temperature? Okay, what happens? You strap a baby's brain to a 5G tower. You try microwaving your head? You get your kid and put him right next to a 5G tower. Like, just fucking strap him there. Just feed him intravenously for weeks.
Stop it.
And see what happens. Yo, yeah, dude, I was trying to make a point, though. Okay, my woke take was, apparently the amount of pollution that was stopped and the amount of damage and carcinogens and stuff going into the atmosphere, they reckon it's the amount of life saved from that is actually, like, greater than the amount of people died to the coronavirus. That's what the statistics are suggesting, which is interesting, I thought. Very interesting.
From their windows, residents could see fish,
it's
algae,
a
and other
silver
sea
lining.
life return to the waters. But that wasn't all. Animals saw the free real estate and began migrating into the cities and towns. Sheep and whales took back the town and ruled over it with an iron hoof. Hungry monkeys in Thailand took to the city square as the tourists who usually fed them disappeared. Giant ducks were seen in London. Alligators in Florida were once again using the roads. Rats in New Orleans were... No, that's normal. Otters in Singapore. Oh my god. Are we the virus?
Human beings are a disease.
That is profound. Dude. Maybe we were the real corona all along. Nature returned to New York for the first time since it was established in 65 million BC. We even had a good fake out on an extinct species, the Malabar civet, which hasn't been seen for 30 years. Oh my god. Although it turns out it was just a regular, sick Indian civet. Scooters were returning to the riverways. Nilgai? Haven't heard of that. Cows had begun returning to the ocean. Cats
I laugh at that, I don't know.
was seen by some in London to a limited audience. Sambar were incorrectly using zebra crossings. And giraffes had returned to the cities. Nature is healing. Namaste. Anyway, I'm busy. That's the lesson. Here's a multi-tool. Good luck out there. Please close the door behind you. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. Is this Mars? This is one hell of a twist. I know, right? Oh my god, it's Elon Musk. Yes, a double twist. Welcome home, X-A-13.
Oh, it's his kid!
Oh my god, it's a triple twist.
Okay.
Video over. The next one's almost done. Give me 2 weeks. Have you heard of incognito mode? It's basically the main channel now. New video every month there too.
Guys, it would be unethical for me to not link this in chat, so we go. I'm going to put this... Okay, this part 2. Apparently there's part 2. Apparently there is part 2. It's apparently... Wait, how long have we got on the thing?